I'm Elizabeth Johnson of Creative Pencils. Creative Pencils is where you will find online drawing lessons in an interactive video format using both black and white and colored pencils. I have been teaching drawing to students of all ages, from very young children to very retired adults, for about 14 years now. And I've been an artist drawing, working with art pencils for a lot more years than that. Although I have read many books on drawing and other art forms, and I have been very influenced by the books that I have read, I am predominantly self-taught, and I think that makes me a little more patient as a teacher, and I understand a little more what it's like to be the student on the other side thinking, I'm not sure I can do this. And what I want my students to realize is that they can do it. Because I was over there, I didn't know anything, I didn't think I could do it, and then I could. And I want to help you discover that you really can, and I want you to find the joy and the delight of creating with pencils and how much fun it can be. We begin in the beginning with graphite pencils, working in black and white, doing basic line drawing, learning to shade, and then eventually work into a little more complicated drawings. And then for those students that wish to use color, then we move into the colored pencils, beginning again at the beginning with colored pencils and moving on. Although the transition into colored pencils is much more rapid than the beginning of graphite, because there's already a solid foundation in the ability to draw and the knowledge of where to shade and how to shade. You just have to learn how to work in the colored pencils and the little intricacies of working with those. I love watching students discover that they can draw. I love watching the delight that comes into their life when they are so excited and so proud of themselves. So the main thing I would say to you, if you think, oh, I'd like to do this, but I just don't think I can, is yes, you can. You can. You know, many years ago when I first began to imagine that there might be an artist inside of me somewhere, I met a woman named Sharon Bell who lived in Northeast Texas, just a few miles from where we were living. And she is an artist, and she had a studio and a little shop. And I went to her and said, can you teach me? Can you teach me how to do what you do? And she said, no, I can't put what I do into words. But we became friends, and I would go about once a week and just sit and talk with her in her shop, in that wonderful environment where all of her artwork surrounded us. And we would just talk, and in the conversations she taught me so much more than she realized. She also lent me a book on drawing on the right side of the brain, and that had a profound effect on me, and it really laid the foundation for the teaching that I do now. Over the years I've developed my own approach to it, but that definitely is the foundation that my teaching is based on. I found that it is very important to draw what you want to draw, what you're interested in drawing. If I were to say, now we're all going to draw this bowl of fruit, about half of you would be thinking, I really don't want to draw that bowl of fruit. And I find as a teacher that when you're drawing what you don't want to draw, it looks like you're drawing what you don't want to draw. So very quickly in the lessons, in the beginning, there's a few basic things that we have to do together, and we have to do the same. But very quickly in the lessons, I move into allowing the students to do what they want to do, to draw what they want to draw, as long as they're learning the basic principles of that lesson. And it really makes a big difference. Now when I do my own art, mostly it's around animals. I have a real passion for animals. They have been a wonderful part of my life, and have made a big difference for me over the years, and so that's where my art usually goes. And sometimes I have students that want to learn to do the animals just like I do them, and I am delighted to share that with them. I hope you'll come by Creative Pencils, have a look around, possibly join us for a workshop, and see how much fun we have.